There. Good morning. Welcome to 890 square feet of apartment. 4 cats live here, and a couple of human butlers, which means hair, litter, water splashes, and small messes are happening all day, every day. And of course, if I tried to manually clean every hair and every grain of litter as it appeared, this would turn into a full-time job. So instead of chasing messes, I have settled into a routine that I can manage daily. And that's all we can really hope for, of course. It's not perfect and it doesn't stay clean for long, but this is what a reset looks like around here. And for the most part, I let the machines handle the repeat work and I step in where they can't.
Starting to clean.
This is my primary employee. Cat hair drifts, same places, same paths, every single day. The robot runs every morning through the bedroom, living room, kitchen, and hallway, and it navigates all sort of cat and human furniture, so it doesn't get every edge or corner, and that's fine. My job here is to keep its life simple. Pick things up, clear the floor, make sure it doesn't eat anything important. If I forget, it doesn't complain, it just eats it and reminds me later on as I check its bin. Or it screams at me to take out whatever it is that it just ate. This is employee number 2. With 4 cats, waste volume was the biggest hurdle daily when I was scooping manually. As I transitioned to going back to the office for my day job, I couldn't be there to scoop whenever my feline friends needed to relieve themselves. So having this employee around has been quite the lifesaver these past 3 years. For 4 cats, its waste bin fills up completely every 3 to 4 days. But I do check the bin daily to make sure that it's all getting in there and to check up on my friend's gut health. But the machine handles the rest. During the week, I give the mat a little shake and clear the area so employee number 1 can do its thing. On weekends, I let myself actually do a little bit more of a deep clean. I'll dump out the old litter, wipe it down, and since it's the weekend, today is that day. This one never checks out and just runs continuously in the background. I changed the filter recently, so you're not going to see much in there, but that isn't the satisfying part. The satisfying part is everything you don't notice and everything you don't smell. Less dust and dander settling, less odor buildup, less of that stale feeling that creeps in when multiple animals share a small space. Without constant air filtration, everything else has to work harder. This is 1 month's worth of vacuuming. Now, if my employee didn't catch this, my socks, or worse, definitely would have. As the machines are doing their thing, I can finish the rest of the cleanup without fighting the entire apartment at once. Even with all the gadgets, there are some things that do need a human touch. Robots can't see this biofilm, so to keep these bowls actually sanitary, a manual scrub is still the way to go. You might notice I'm not using a water fountain right now, and honestly I've gone through so many of them, whether they're expensive or not, I've found that they all struggle eventually. Usually the pump gives out and disassembling to clean becomes a point of frustration rather than a convenience. I've gone back to a basic gravity reservoir for the time being. It's not high tech, but it's infinitely easier to clean because there are no mechanical parts to fail. Sometimes the most practical parts of any system is the one that is easiest to maintain. especially when you're managing 4 different cats. I'm always surprised about how much fur a lint roller picks up, especially only after a day. It's one of those things that you don't really notice when you do it, but definitely you notice when you skip it. There's something satisfying about using a lint roller, but probably it's because you get an immediate visual result when you do use it. So vacuuming handles the floor, and this handles the surfaces where humans and cats interact the most. These are landing zones where they jump off the litter box, where they hop onto counters and tables and other surfaces. The vacuum can't get this stuff, so all it takes is a quick spray and wipe. Done. This hallway gets hit all day. It's probably the zone with the most mess. Fur passes through it, litter gets kicked around, everyone walks through it, and for some reason the cats chooses this place as a good vomit spot. But when the machines can handle 80% of the mess, I can handle the last 20%. So it stops being a cleanup and rather turns into maintenance. So keeping a small apartment clean with 4 cats is a choice I make almost every morning. Almost. Some mornings I make it better than others. It can be a lot of work, but with the right systems in place, it doesn't feel too overwhelming. Yeah. Most of the time. Back to work. Ultimately, these systems have improved my daily quality of life. Instead of spending my energy on a constant cycle of maintenance and cleaning, I actually get to spend that time hanging out with the cats. The most valuable employee has to be my robotic litter box though. If you're curious, check out my 3-year deep dive into whether the investment actually pays off. You can watch that right here.